Now let's do some formatting. So after I do this, I'm going to put a \n, that's a new line before we start the story. And I'm also going to print a new story, a blank line before I get my first word. And that'll help break up my code a little bit so that it's not as jumbled. So I'm printing a new line there. Save it. Let's see if that works looks a little better. And actually, I want to put we'll print an extra new line here. Print. And let's execute this code. So I'm going to press Enter Continue. I'm going to press 1. Bob. One day, me and my friend Bob, and I'll press Enter Continue. Go on. So let's go back to our story and let's add some more stuff. Me and my friend Bob, out plus equal, space to add extra space. We're out playing. And that's a good place for to add a specific list of possible things. And I'm going to make it to get sports. So plus sport 1. And now I'm going to add a new getter. I'm going to copy this text here. And I'm going to change this to sport 1. And I'm going to change this from get word to get sport. And I'll leave the prompt as I'm going to add in. So I'm going to say enter a sport. And let's go to our getters.py. So I'm going to steal get word because that's a good starting point for this. But I'm going to change this to get sport. And of course, we're always going to change that. Oh, I'm going to fix this debug while I'm here. And we're going to get the word. Check if it's square. If it's square, that's obviously bad. But we're also going to say, we're also going to add a new variable into this function called sports. And we'll do that as a list of square brackets. And I'm going to do soccer, football, hockey, wrestling. And obviously I can make this list more comprehensive, but that's a good start. And we need to check to see if it's in the list. So we're going to do that by doing elif. So we're going to check now that separately. Word not in sports. And of course, we should check the lowercase version. We're in print. We're going to say good MP. We're going to steal the code from the is square, but we're going to change the message to instead don't use a language like that. I'm going to say, sorry, I don't know that one. I'm going to hit save, and let's go and check how this works. I'm going to press continue. Take story 1. I'm going to enter a name, Bob, and a sport, and I'm going to type chess. Sorry, I don't know the sport. How about hockey? One day, me and my friend Bob were out playing hockey. And that's how the story should go. When you build your own stories, you're going to have at least 10 getters, and you have to have at least one of the variables used more than once. So I'd be using my friend's name a second time or the sport a second time. You also need to write a custom getter sort of like get sport, but maybe get number, get state, get ocean, get town and district, and you're asked filter that list automatically by yourselves. But this is the basic structure we're following. The number of stories you're going to need is 1 per person in your group plus 1. So if you have a 2-person group, you need 3 stories. If you have a 3-person group, you'll need 4 stories.